Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kiddos. We are going into our 11th year of homeschooling. Today I am going to be vlogging because it is day 2 of VBS, which means I have my mornings free for the entire week, which doesn't happen, especially definitely did not happen in 2020. So having all 3 kids in VBS together means that I have my mornings free to get a lot of stuff done. And so what I actually use this time for is a lot of homeschool planning and prep and just getting things ready, projects and self-care. So yesterday I went through and I put all of my homeschool instructor's guides in binders, which took a significant amount of time. I didn't think it was going to take so long. Today I am going to be doing book organization in the basement. So this is our schoolroom. It's still not completely, so I have one clear desk. Jack's desk is not cleared off, and I'm still putting some of that stuff on the top away. I haven't figured out where I'm going to put. I don't have another bookshelf for just miscellaneous kids books that I do, but it's full. So I need another bookshelf or a place to put some, like those books over there are the C.S. Lewis Narnia series, and then we just have some other random books that I need to find a place for. It doesn't constitute an entirely new bookshelf, but they're just like random books. So I probably will get some, use those bookends. I'm using my straw to point, sorry guys. Those bookends, that green bookend, and probably just put some on the top of these shelves down here. So I have all of our homeschool curriculum books, most of it, that needs to go on the shelves. I have these shelves clear. I think there's going to be plenty of space for the books. I will take out the book list from my instructor's guides, which has the order that we use the books in, and then I will put them in order on the shelves so that I am able to easily grab what we need when we need it without searching for a specific title. It will just go in order. And then what I will end up doing probably tomorrow is grabbing the first probably 6 or 8 weeks, depending on how many books it is and how much material it is, and bringing that upstairs and reorganizing my homeschool cart, which I got last year. And because we have this beautiful homeschool space down here, but my kids like to do school upstairs in the dining room, and I don't like having to bring stuff up and down the stairs all the time. So I got one of those rolling carts. Put my coffee down. So I got one of those rolling carts, and it just needs to be reorganized. Now I'm still in my exercise clothes. I have not taken a shower, but I woke up a little bit later this morning because if you watched yesterday's vlog, you'll know that I woke up way too early. I was just insomnia, it gets me. So I slept in a little bit and I didn't have as much time to prep for the day, meaning I could exercise, but I did not take a shower, and I'm not going to spend the time doing that now. I will wait until my kids come home this afternoon, and I'm just going to get to work. So I will show you all the books that we have, and then I'm going to start shelving them. This is all of our homeschool curriculum that I have right now. Over on the bed, there are a few more readers that I'm just going to throw into the mix for Lucy. We have this whole bookshelf that has all kinds of different readers on it, like picture books on the bottom. Ignore the video game mess. Jack did not clean that up. And then like all kinds of level reader books here, and then some of the older books that we use up here, more beginner chapter books. But anyways, so these are all of the books that I have to get shelved. There's a lot of books here, but I think there's going to be plenty of space in those shelves over there. What I did last year was I had Emma on the top because she was doing level 100 through Sunlight, the U.S. history course, and it was a lot of books. There were a lot of books. And these are the 13-inch cube shelves. I need to dust them, but so I could potentially put 2 rows of books, but then you can't see the ones that are in the back, which is what I have done with all of our other levels. I'm trying to get, you can see, I don't know if you can really see back there, but I have books stacked up behind the front book so I can fit one level in a cube. It makes it a little bit easier. But for books that we're using for the year, I want them all just spine out so that I can see the titles and grab them as needed. I do have some other resources that we use that I did not share in my curriculum videos last week that I just keep upstairs in my office. It is mostly like handcrafts, nature books, some reference books. I do have reference books over here, but some of them do stay upstairs because I reference them as well. And the kids also have art things upstairs in their bedrooms, or maybe just Emma does. They started doing this artistic pursuits last year, and so we're going to continue using that this year. I think that I have almost all of the books though here, but I just need to get my book lists and then I can get everything shelved. So I just have this clipboard and it has all of my book lists from the instructor's guides, and I will put them in order for Sunlight. I will not really be too concerned about my Brave Writer books because those are typically in here, or they are books that my kids have in their bedrooms that they read on their own. Like Emma's doing the Hunger Games and Catching Fire this year. Some of them are Kindle books as well, my Brave Writer books. So I am just going to be dealing with the Sunlight books at the moment. And I just realized why I was like, oh, I have so much space over there, but I also have all of the binders that I need to put in that space as well. I have two big binders, one for J and H, History of Science, and then the Science H that we are doing with Jack and Emma. And then I have one binder, which is full of level B for Lucy. And I am still waiting on her science, which I actually taught to Sunlight yesterday, in case you also are on the back order status. And it sounds like they should have the stuff available August 1st, and it will hopefully immediately go out. The instructor's guides, obviously, we can print out the first 3 weeks. They have free samples of that. And then the experiment book, I'm just going to have to skip that in the schedule and come back to it if it's something that we want to do later, because I can't wait until we get the instructor's guides and the experiment book to start science. I'm worried that it's not going to come until the end of August, which for most people is fine, but because we start school, much earlier than public school does, it will cause a problem if I don't have that information. But so I'm going to start doing the books now. So this is just history, read alouds, and readers for Emma. Oh, and Bible. And then I had a little bit of space, so I put her Spanish book. She's doing the BJU Press Online Spanish 1 this year, and but that is, I guess, the textbook that goes with it. But see, I don't have a whole lot of space for these instructor's guides, which is kind of a pain, and I also don't have any science in there. Now, obviously, there is plenty of space behind the books, so I guess I could put the second half of the year behind so that I had a little bit more space, mainly for the read alouds and the readers. But I'm not going to do that. I also realized that I have not done anything with the Spanish 1 books, and this is student handout, so I'm going to need a new binder for that, and then video lesson guide. I think this is actually for me, maybe, to help her know what she has to do, and then the activities manual. So this stuff, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. This obviously needs to be put in a binder, or I may coil bind this with my new coil binding machine. We will see. So that is just Emma's stuff, and now I'm going to do Jack's, which Jack has significantly less, and then the science. Actually, now that I think about it, I do have some other stuff over there that is Emma's too. Okay. Organizing the shelves takes a little while for me. All of our books. I have Emma's J books on the top, and then this is Lucy, level B from Sunlight, and her first grade readers. I know that level B right now on Sunlight is listed as like a second grade program. However, when my older two were that little, level B was first grade and level A was kindergarten. So when Lucy was 5, we did the level A program from Sunlight for kindergarten, but then last year they came out with a kindergarten program. So when she was 6, we got the kindergarten program for her, primarily because it was US history, and Emma was doing in-depth US history, and Jack was also doing US history with a combination that I pulled from both level D and level E that we already own. So she did the new kindergarten curriculum last year, which we really enjoyed. And then this year we are doing level B because we've already done level A. So level B we are using for first grade. We used it for first grade with Emma, and we used it for first grade with Jack, and it was fine. And that's why we also have Language Arts 1, first grade Language Arts, instead of second grade Language Arts, in case you were curious. So I have the level B history and read alouds down here, and then the couple of extra books that we are reading for Brave Writer this year, The Prairie Thief and The Trumpet of the Swan. And then her first grade Language Arts is right here. A couple of those books are already upstairs in the girls' room that they read already. And then these are science books, and they're not in order because I don't have the instructor's guide. Now, these are Jack's books. Obviously, he has significantly fewer books, and that is because he is doing a history of science with Emma, and he will most likely listen to most of the read alouds. He's not doing the readers. I will leave a link for my Brave Writer video. He's going to be doing, I think, 6 or 7 arrows. A couple of them are part of the J program, Fish in a Tree, and the Phantom Toll Booth, which is right there. So those two are part of the J program already that we're going to be doing. And then he has a few books down here, his computer coding books. I did put Lucy's theology Bible with Jack's Bible, and I also have his math down here, mainly because I have some extra space. I will probably put the 2 instructor's guides down here because I have some extra space for them, and obviously I don't right here. I also have all of the worksheets from the various programs that the kids are going to be using in the binders upstairs. If you watched my video yesterday with the time lapse of me putting the instructor's guides together, I pulled out all of the worksheets for language arts and science for Emma, Jack, and Lucy. Those are all in binders upstairs, and I will put those on my homeschool cart, as well as all of this stuff. And I know that I just have random things about the house that I need to grab. So I'm not going to focus on that today. I'm going to focus on that tomorrow. But I'm glad that I have my books all organized over here. That's the science supply kit for Jay. I did not get one for Lucy because most of the stuff is pretty basic things that I have from previous science kits that we have purchased in the past. So I'm not too concerned about that. I may have to run out and buy some things from like Target or whatever when I get the instructor's guide. So the book organization is done. I did put all of the work into the instructor's guides for the full year, but I think now that it's all organized and I've pulled out the worksheets, I am going to transfer the first 6 weeks from the big binders into my purple binder, which is what I will work off of during the year. I will just switch the weeks out as needed. And I will also put the reference materials for level J in my purple binder so that I have access to that. And then I can just write out what I need to do each week in my teacher planner, but then have access to the notes without having to grab the big binders and have all of the kids all together, which is helpful. It's less flipping, you know, when you can just have it all in one book, obviously. Okay, now I need to finish my coffee, and my mom is dropping some food off at my house, so I have to watch for her because I can never hear her when I'm in the basement. It was supposed to rain today, but it's not raining. It's just really cloudy. So I am sitting outside now. This morning, it's about 10 o'clock. I did my homeschool organization for today and homeschool planning. I have a little bit of work left to do for my first grade curriculum video. I need to put some links together for that and then post on Instagram about all of the videos. I'm not so good at posting on Instagram. I try to sometimes, but unless something really catches my eye, I'm not one of those people that is good about curating a bunch of content. I just share in the moment, which I like. So I'm going to just sit outside and work and see how long it takes me to get through the stuff that I have on my list. I'm going to check in on my list in my notebook for VBS week. I've made quite a lot of progress, and I think just taking the time beforehand to write out the exact things that I wanted to accomplish is helpful, and also being realistic with the amount of time that I have has been helpful, and sort of just breaking it up into specific sections like homeschool planning, blog work, and self-care. So those are my 3 focuses this week, and so far it's been good. I'm kind of glad that it's not raining, although it is muggy. And it's just as muggy inside the house as it is outside, so that's why I'm sitting outside right now. Yeah, I need some more coffee. That's what I need first. It is about noon right now, and the kids are going to be home soon, so I'm going to make lunch. I'm actually going to wrap this vlog up today, right here. This afternoon, it's just going to be mainly hanging out, resting. The kids might play outside. I got all of the stuff done that I wanted to do. I haven't really done much self-care-ish type stuff this morning, but this afternoon I'm planning on reading and reading with the kids. We're finishing up Holes. I thought I would have it done last week, but I did not finish it. So we have maybe like 80 pages left, I guess. So we're going to read some of that and kind of just hang out, enjoy one another. I think usually in the afternoons after VBS week or during VBS week, the kids are tired and just want to veg out and watch a movie or read a book or whatever. So that's what we're going to do. It will be a nice, relaxing afternoon as long as everybody is in a good mood. If they're not in good moods, then it could go either way. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.